Morning, everyone. Late morning it is, and I'm in my dressing gown without brushing my hair or my teeth yet, so good job you're not near me, just to show you what RuPaul calls realness, some eczema realness. I've had a really tough 2 years. I'm absolutely shattered today with emotion, but good emotion in a way, because if you are an eczema sufferer, an adult severe eczema sufferer, and it comes from your parents, you've inherited it, then I think this is kind of a story to give some hope. It doesn't apply probably to people who get it later from different reasons, for different reasons. But I'm absolutely covered, apart from my face, which feels tight like a facelift must feel. I'm covered. My everywhere, back, front, legs, arms, behind my buttocks, in the groin area, all the places I used to have it as a kid, all of it's come back. I believe it was because I used hand sanitizer for too long, didn't realise that was a stupid thing to do. I wasn't able to protect my hands. They've never been able to recover, and really now what's happened, it's gone in and it's spread. So an old professor, he's 80, who has treated me for many years, still kind of looks after me from afar, and suggested I went to this hospital in London for severe eczema. Well, let me tell you, it's the first time I have been heard. I cried the first time I went because it was initial visit, and it wasn't due till the 10th of January, but I got a cancellation 3 weeks ago. And they said no one should have to live with skin like that. It's just not right. And and they asked me, how did it affect me in my youth, my 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s? And then they said, how does it affect your everyday life? And I burst into tears. Fast forward to yesterday, I got to meet the professor, the lady that heads up this team at Guy's Hospital in London. And honestly, I have been heard. H-E-A-R-D, heard. All of the years, because I'm 60 next year, all of those years of people saying, have you tried avoiding this food and that food? The long and the short of it is food doesn't affect eczema that's inherited. You know what you're allergic to. I can't eat fish, I vomit. Can't eat much egg. But all of the other diets and the fasting and everything that I've done my whole life, didn't need to do it. Kind of knew it. Antihistamines don't hit the eczema itch. They work with hives and hay fever. I read this on the Eczema Society Instagram, so only recently. So I always wondered, why doesn't it stop the itch? It doesn't stop the itch because it cannot reach the T4 or something cell that causes the strong eczema itch. It doesn't, they need to develop something else. It'll calm you down, make you sleep maybe, but it won't stop the itch. Good, that explains that. So food I knew about, pills I knew about, the hay fever only recently. And they say it's only in the last 5 years really that they've got to grips with eczema. So I don't feel I've gone nearly 60 years of not being heard, because really my prof when I was 43 knew about the psychological effects of eczema, but he was the first one. All these other specialists I've seen, including this year, just dole out a cream and send you away. All this year I showed my awful hands and they said, have some patch testing. Yeah, told me I was allergic to latex and a bit of metal. I already knew that. And then they didn't do anything else. It's so hard. And now I feel a little bit of hope, so I keep crying. So I also learnt that they looked at my palms, and if you've got these lines on your palms, they can see that it's inherited eczema too. But ultimately, the filaggrin, you probably already know this, but the filaggrin gene is missing So we're missing a barrier from our skin that stops all the allergens going in. So we just let allergens in, they go around, disrupt your T cells. We knew this. And cause problems right throughout the body. So I think because I couldn't shut down my awful hands long term, the allergens went in and now I've got it everywhere. And it's really tiring and it's very isolating. And my husband's away, my children don't live at home. Who do you talk to? Because even they don't understand it because they haven't had it. You know, it's so difficult. That's why I ran Facebook groups for 15 years until someone said something rude and I quickly gave up, which was a mistake. And I'm sorry for all those people that I shut down on, but I kept going on Instagram. But anyway, basically, other severe eczema adult sufferers who've inherited eczema, stop letting people tell you that you need to try a cream, because creams will not work when it's this bad. They don't work. They don't work. Stop letting people tell you to stop scratching. I've always said that. That's none of their business. Just walk away when you need to do it, though. It's not fair to inflict it on others. We have faulty skin. So it doesn't matter what we eat. It doesn't matter what we put on it. It's faulty skin. Oh, God. So finally, I'm 60 in May. So what am I now? 59 and a half. Over 59 and a half. Finally, someone's told me kind of what I felt. There are days now when I wake up and my histamines, I felt it, were off the scale. I just feel rough and I just want to go back to bed. But it's eczema, so you're not really ill, are you? You're not really ill because it's just skin. If you just think about something else, you know, all of that stuff we've been told, I'm so over it. So I am now going to try an immunosuppressant, a different one. It's called dupilumab or Dupixent. I'm trying it. I don't like needles. It's sort of a covered needle thing. I'm going to try that. 70 out of 100 people it works for. I need some time off to get my skin and my head back together. I'm also going to partake in a trial, which is very stressful for me because I'm scared of everything. I have to do biopsies, a little biopsy from my back, and I have to do blood tests. But we need the research. We need to know more. So it's the least I can do for them finally helping me. And they would have helped me before. I just didn't know to go there. And they hadn't progressed as far as they have now. So there is hope, everybody. And I still have my YouTube, which I don't post these on because I'm too chicken. But I have that, and I have my Instagram, which is Eczema Help and Chat. If you want to communicate about any of this, I think I've covered everything. Not working from a script. Thanks for watching.